Are you going to take it?
I'm going to take it, and then
then you're going to throw it to me?
I'm going to throw it to you. I'm going to throw it over to you.
Okay, go ahead.
What's up, guys? Jesse and Melissa here with Adventure Endeavor.
And today, we are going to be discussing, well, we're going to be answering your questions. We are always getting questions through Facebook, Instagram, and of course here on YouTube. And we're going to try to go through some of the more common ones. We've done videos like this before, but now that we're driving separately, now that we have a smaller trailer, there's a lot more new questions. So we're going to answer them the best we can, and hopefully you guys enjoy this.
So one of the more interesting questions that we got, we have been traveling full-time for 2 years now, and so somebody asked us if we had to stay in one place for the next 2 years, where would that be and why? I think we kind of decided on Flagstaff, Arizona.
We really like Flagstaff, which we spent 3 weeks in earlier, this time last year. And then we did do a very small trip through Bend, Oregon, only in our truck. So Bend, Oregon is a place we really would like to go spend a couple weeks, really check out the surrounding areas. But right now, from what we have gathered, Flagstaff, Arizona.
Yeah, and for reasons being that there's a lot of fun outdoor activities to do nearby Flagstaff. So you've got the Grand Canyon just an hour or so north. You do have the mountains right there just outside of Flagstaff. It is a pretty cool, like, old historic Route 66 town. And then Sedona is right below it. And then if you do need anything major or you need to fly anywhere, you can just drive 2 hours down to Phoenix.
Yes, but don't get any ideas, guys. We're not ready to settle down yet.
Not even close.
We'd be traveling still. So, this is very common, considering we recently got a new trailer, and it's such a simple question with probably a difficult answer. Do we like our small trailer? I'll go first. I love it for so many reasons. I mean, low overhead, it's easy to tow, it doesn't strain the truck. We can get into so many more remote spots. We can go grocery shopping with our trailer. We don't second guess anything. Pass roads, I don't worry about. It's just simple. There's no slides to fail or cross your fingers when you're pulling your slide in. The water tanks are pretty good considering the size of the trailer. I mean, the only con is it would be nice if we had one more seating area. I think it would be nice. Like if we somehow this little Nash had like a little couch or something. But when we bought the Nash, we bought what we could afford buying cash, what was available, and you know, we knew we wanted a Nash, an Outdoors, or an Arctic Fox. So that's why we bought what we bought, and I love it.
I love it too, for all of the same reasons that Jesse just mentioned. You know, it's been great. It's been really awesome in terms of getting us into a lot of remote places, and it's just so much easier to maneuver. And now that we have an extra vehicle, I'm going to be, you know, towing a lot more often without Jesse in the car with me, you know, helping me out right there.
And you're probably very grateful that you're not towing a 38-foot fifth wheel, especially on these Colorado roads.
Oh, absolutely. I've been driving some canyon roads. It's been pretty intense, but totally manageable, especially with the small trailer. So that's definitely helping build up my confidence with the towing and all of that stuff. We've been able to get in so many cool spots that would not have been possible with a giant fifth wheel, and you know, I love it. I love the flexibility of it. It's been really great in cold weather. We've been able to, you know, go snowboarding and go play in the snow for days on end. And
I feel it coming, but what's your butt?
My butt is that I want a Mary Poppins rig. I want a rig that travels like a tiny travel trailer, but then when you get there and you're set up, then it like expands and it's
what
like
we
massive
need
on the
is
inside.
Imagine a trailer that like slides within itself to double in length, just like this, like, and then it has like 4 more slides. So we need like the whole trailer to have a slide like, and then it needs to go. So we can be 17 feet with 150 gallons of water with 4 slides. Who makes that rig? No one, because it's impossible.
It's what is it? It's against the laws of physics?
Yes.
But I want it. If you find one, You guys tell me, okay?
Let us know in the comments. Where's the Mary Poppins rig?
Let me know. Next question is, how long do we plan on RVing?
You want me to answer this?
Yeah, you could start.
Forever. Forever.
No end in sight.
We don't typically put like a cap on anything. We just always say like every door is open. If a cool opportunity comes, we're taking it. And for now, this is great. So we kind of just keep our life open like that. And we said if it gets to the point where we don't like it anymore, but I think it's still so fresh after 2 years that there's still so much to see and do, and we just really like the vibe of this lifestyle.
Yeah, the crazy part about it is that the more you travel, the more you realize you have not yet seen. So it really just opens up a lot of opportunity to continue traveling, and you meet people that are from different parts of the country or have visited different parts of the country, and you hear stories about what it was like when they went to a certain state, and you think to yourself like, wow, we really want to go there as well. And experience that and see what it looks like, see what the culture is like, you know what I mean?
And we found too, because I mean this is our third rig in 2 years, which is, I know, really bad.
Sounds like a lot.
But we've found that changing your rig changes the style of travel as well. So with the fifth wheel, we would stay 2 weeks in a spot boondocking, no big deal. And now we say a week is pretty good, maybe 10 days, depending on what we're doing in the area. So that's just something to note too. Like if you ever get bored in this lifestyle, you could always switch up your rig, switch up the style, switch up the speed of travel, and it's going to be like a whole new experience.
So this is actually a great segue into the next question, which is how long can we boondock and how many showers can we take?
Yeah, a lot of our friends were saying like, oh, small rig, that's going to be less showers. And to be honest, I haven't really noticed it, but we are moving slightly faster. Like I said, we used to do about 2 weeks. Now we're doing anywhere from 7 to 10 days. We did do, 12 once in this rig?
We did 12 days, and that was too long for us to be in that particular spot.
We got the itch to move. The tanks were fine, other than fresh, but we have a 7-gallon jug, and whenever we go to town, I think we added maybe 2 or 3. So we added an additional, 20-ish gallons, 15, 20 gallons. And that was just so we could take showers, but the gray tank is huge on this. The black tank is huge. And so, yeah, I mean, how many showers can we take in, 7 to 10 days? We normally do every other day, but it's really activity-based. If we're hiking every day, we're going to want, at a minimum, a quick shower.
Yeah.
If we literally, like right now, it snowed yesterday and it's rainy and cloudy, so we're probably going to be chilling in the camper watching movies. We might not shower as much.
Yeah,
so,
we could go maybe 3, maybe even 4 days if we really stretch it, Yeah, we might be a little stinky, but that's what baby wipes are for.
Baby wipes, deodorant. But yeah, so far that really hasn't been an issue for us.
Guys, don't forget, when you're boondocking, military showers are key.
Water on, rinse down, water off, lather
Soak
up,
up,
water
on, rinse off.
I don't know why this is so complicated. Alright, hopefully we don't ruffle any feathers with this one, and this is going to kind of be a two-part. Where is our favorite place and our least favorite place? I don't know why I said it in that order, because we're going to go with our least favorite place first. What would you say is your least favorite place?
My personal least favorite place to visit was El Paso, Texas. Ooh.
This is not great. We went there, we were excited to go check out the city, and it was dead. It looked like a lot of the buildings were vacant. A lot of businesses were closed down. It was kind of dirty. We just didn't have a good experience. Maybe we need to try it again. I don't know.
Yeah, I would definitely be willing to try it again. It was weird because it was pre-COVID. It was a Saturday night. There was a bike race in town that was interesting, and there was some sort of event that was going on that maybe we just hit it on the wrong night, but the event was the only thing that was happening in town and literally nothing else.
Yeah, you would think if they're having an event, like all the shops would be open, the place would be popping. It just wasn't. We just didn't really get a good. Also, another place we did not enjoy, it was just kind of weird, was we recently went to Cripple Creek, Colorado. I know a few people said they loved this place. We didn't have that same experience. We just thought there was a ton of casinos. not a lot of mom and pop shops, which we love. And almost all the restaurants appear to be in casinos, and as soon as you open the door, you just smell cigarettes hitting your face.
Yeah,
so
just definitely not our scene.
It's probably because we have spent way too much time in Las Vegas in casinos.
Yes.
When we were younger, we used to go to Vegas a lot.
Yeah, Cripple Creek, the off-roads that we went to get, that we took to get there.
The roads that we took off-road to get there. They were great.
They were great.
And the town looks cool. The little strip looks great. And we were all excited, and then we started like, oh, this is weird.
It's just not our scene, personally.
And this is going to ruffle some feathers with a lot of, like, van lifers and bus lifers and stuff. But to be honest, Joshua Tree National Park, maybe it's because it's our hometown, that place is overrated.
Yes, it's not that we don't like it. We just think that it's overrated.
So there are many places in the same area, if you do a little bit of research, that are literally, if I put you there, if I just magically dropped you in there blindfolded, you'd be like, oh, we're in Joshua Tree, this is so cool. And you don't have to pay, you don't have to deal with the crowds, it's free boondocking. So there's just places that are exactly like Joshua Tree, but for some reason Joshua Tree is like way up here on the scale for people.
Yeah, I think a big part of that is that it is really close to LA. It is the closest national park to LA. So a lot of people go from there to visit, and they find it to be like really cool, and like there's a lot of cool rock formations and desert plants that you don't see every day. So I think that's part of like the hype behind it. But for us, we went there and we were like, this looks exactly like a place that we camped last weekend for free. Yeah,
and we do a lot of desert exploring, so we know SoCal deserts very well.
Yeah.
On the other hand, our favorite place, I still think to this day, is Acadia National Park in Maine, and I think it's because it surprised us. You got forest, trees, beautiful carriage roads for hiking and biking.
Beautiful lakes.
And then just cliff into the ocean, lakes. It's just an awesome place. I mean, I hope that more places surprise us, but that place was sweet.
Yeah.
This is a big question. It's new for us. We're going to do our best to answer it. And if you've been following our channel, you know that we recently bought a 1989 badass Grand Wagoneer. And we love it. But along with that comes driving separately. We have both been jumping back and forth. I drove the Jeep in the beginning because I was trying to get it reliable, and I'm a little bit more mechanically sound on stuff like that. Watching gauges a lot more because it's an old vehicle, listening for noises, and just being aware of that. And now that I've got it a little more tuned up, we've done a few small fixes to it. She drove it yesterday, and she's also been driving the truck and trailer. So this question is way out of the way of that. This question is, how do we like driving separately?
Now we're circling back.
Is the
circling
question.
Back to the question.
Driving separately has been cool. There's pros and cons, but I think mostly pros.
Yeah, the downside is that the only downside is wear and tear on two separate vehicles at the same time, and
fuel.
Gas. Yeah.
Fuel. I mean, we are registering it as a classic, so registration and insurance is not that bad. It's mostly the gas. It gets like 10 mpg.
Yeah, and this is new to us. Like I said, after a while, it might get old, but for now, it's fun, it's new, it's exciting. We're getting to have some time apart, which is good because, we live in a 17-foot trailer and we spend all of our time together, which is awesome. Yeah. But, it can have its challenges sometimes. So it is nice to have some separate alone time, and we can listen to whatever music, we want to, and I can listen to my audiobooks.
It doesn't really feel like we're alone because we have the radios. It's nice because whoever's in the Jeep can go ahead and spot the other person, or backing up, or scouting boondocking spots, or if we go run groceries, the other person's not necessarily stranded now. So there's a lot of pros.
Yes.
Overall, I think we like it so far. We'll see. I mean, if we do this for years. But our main thought was that we eventually would need an extra vehicle for kids.
Which leads us to the next question.
That's the next question. Are we going to have some dang little chicklets running around here?
That is the plan. Yes, we're not exactly sure when, but we do plan on having a family at some point, and we do plan on raising our family in RV life as long as everything goes according to plan.
mean, you never know. That's a question we get. You know, we're not young anymore, but you know, we're not old. But we
How
get.
old are you? You're about to be.
I'm gonna be 35,
You're about to be 35
in like 2 weeks. Happy
Yeah.
birthday to me. But yeah, we get the question a lot, and we would like to have kids at some point. So who knows? We'll see. But I think that's pretty much it for now. We are always getting questions, and we love getting questions from you guys. So if you have any other questions, put them in the comments, and we'll make a list. And when we collect enough, we'll do another video. These are pretty fun for us.
Yeah, if there's anything that you want to know, please don't hesitate to ask. You know, leave a comment, and we'll do our best to answer it.
And thanks for joining our adventure endeavor.